get
There he is.
Riptide. Oh, that's cool. That old building's cool.
106 degrees in Phoenix, huh?
I like
This
the
is
camera in the bottles.
this is
I
this
like,
is
is that
the
like,
this is a new thing now. We It's like it's going to be 106, and they're issuing a heat warning. So okay, so why don't they issue a heat warning from May 1st until October 1st?
Right?
I
That's
mean,
kind of your window, right?
yeah, I mean, like it's never been 106 here. Oh yeah, pretty much all of June, all of July, all of August, and all of September.
Like, does it dip below 100 at all in that time?
At night, yeah, we get way down in the like 98, 99.
wait,
Now out here in the desert, it does go down about 95. We get about 3 to 5 more degrees, but when you're down in the valley with all that asphalt,
Yeah, right.
it
baby.
holds the heat, yeah.
Well, we're seeing weather patterns now. The clouds that used to come in at a
Sure.
certain barometric pressure are
Right.
now skirting the valley because there's
Really?
so much heat rising,
Yeah.
they're going around.
Oh.
All you gotta do is pave it. Right? That'll fix it. It all goes away
We're
when you
just going
pave
to
it.
pave everything out here. I mean, this is Arizona. Our leaders are insane. So I think what we're going to do is just eventually just pave over everything. It's much easier. We don't have to deal with the dirt. The EPA gave us a bad rating and was fining our state like millions of dollars a year because there was dust in the air.
It's a
Really?
desert.
We
Well, but you gotta
God.
kick it up, right? It's
we won the
there, but you gotta
case.
kick it up.
We won
Yeah.
the case, but
Yeah.
it took almost 8 years to win the case. And of course, all the millions of dollars in fines we
Right.
never got them back. But you know,
Right.
it was kind of like, guys, it is a desert. We
Mm.
are going to have dust in the air on occasion, like every time the wind blows, which it does in the desert quite a bit.
Those photos are cool, Michael, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks.
Mhm.
Coolio. All right, well, just a little bit early. We'll give folks just another minute or two. So, start out with any questions. Did you try that thing out I sent you?
I had a look at it. I caught it late yesterday, and then my daughter came over, and I didn't get much chance for the rest of the evening. So I will be having a look at that.
So what I did,
Um,
remember, it was making the same assignment all the time, right?
mm,
So what I did was I went back and I said to Claude, I said, well, this is unacceptable. We're giving out the same assignment. Claude says, let's hook it up to Claude. And then Claude will run the assignment every time you push create an assignment. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be difficult. He said, go get an API key. And Michael, remember how you'd have to jump through hoops to get an API key?
Yeah, sure.
No, you go over and get your API key. It's like, what's your name? Here's your key. Have fun.
Here you go.
Yep. So I got the API key. I brought it back. I ran it, and I ran it like 6 times. Gave me a totally unique assignment each time. Now it takes a little bit because it does the thinking. So it does sit there for a little bit because it's got to go out to Claude, create it, format it, and bring it back. And they were all different and they were all good. And then I spent almost 4 hours total yesterday trying to get it to email the results back. And that's when you realize vibe coding has got a ways to go. Claude says, well, what you need is a amplify.com account. They're free. Go get a free account, come back, give me your account name, and we'll make the email work through that. So we did. It didn't work. Didn't work the second time. I go back and they go, Amplify is probably not the right account. Let's go over to Freeform and sign up for a free account there. I do that. Doesn't work. Says, Freeform's free accounts may not send this big of an email. So you'll have to buy the next level up. So I buy the next level up. It doesn't work.
mm.
Tried a third one. This is just, on and on. Won't email. I said, Claude, maybe we'll try a different idea. Claude says, hey, what if we just put a button that says cut and paste? I'm like, that'll work.
That works.
And it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So yeah, you cut and paste that, and then you cut and paste the Claude review. So
Okay. So here's the question. I'll have to get a free account with Claude, but do I have to have that running when I run that?
no,
No.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. That's on me.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
paying for it. I'm paying a whopping zero point 0.3 cents every time in an API call, third of a cent, and then my place where it's hosted, um, which is Netify. Netify charges me $16 a month to run 1,000 credits, and every time you do one, it's a credit. So I've got
Okay.
1,000, that I'm paying for out there. I need to figure out how to make $5 a piece on, for not for you guys, but for other people, so I
Mm,
can put a little bit of money back into doing these things. But the point is, it's not free, kids. It's not free. There's every time you do something, there's a little extra. Oh, and I had to buy the full Claude, so I am paying $20 a month for Claude.
mm.
At this point, are you paying 20 for either one, Trish?
I'm not paying anything.
If you do, go with Claude.
Go with Claude.
Go with Claude. OpenAI is really good. I really love what they do, but Claude is just taken over with all these amazing tools. I have a little
Hmm.
thing that lives on my desktop here that is literally Claude code. I can code on my desktop, and every time their libraries refresh, it automatically refreshes my tool on my desktop. So
Mm.
I don't even have to go to Claude anymore and use bandwidth. I can just do it here. I can do it on the road. I can
That
code through
works.
So,
through Claude.
question, like if I'm think for a few months I've been paying for GPT, um, what happens? Because it has done some kind of extensive things for me
You don't
that
lose anything.
probably
You
use
don't you,
the
you don't lose
whatever.
anything. You just go back to the free account. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
don't lose anything. You just go back to, at certain times of the day it's busy and you can't get in. That's all.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, you've lost nothing. That and a Google account to get Gemini. And I think you've got two of the best tools out there. Claude is absolutely blowing me away. Um, Pretty cool.
I
All
was
right.
debating paying for GenSpark
GenSpark is
because,
great. When you do, you can code through GenSpark and you
mhm,
can choose Claude. Yeah, you have that in GenSpark as well.
okay.
Yeah. If you're paying for GenSpark, just hold. Just hold. Free Claude is all you need. Free GPT is all you need. Pay for GenSpark and you can go into GenSpark and do
Yeah,
just like I did.
I haven't paid for anything yet. I was going to go play with Claude next week when we haven't got meetings or anything.
Claude is Claude
Just,
is went from being my third choice to my first choice now. So
Well, the trick is with those free versions is that you may run out of
tokens.
uh, tokens for that day, right?
Yes.
So you got to
Yes.
reset. But I mean, it's fully functional.
Yeah.
It's just like get limited by the token usage, right?
Yeah. You get
Excuse me.
with the free Claude, you do get the little box called Cowork. I can share it with you. I believe I can share it with you. Can I share Cowork with you? Yeah. You get this little thing. This lives on my computer. And it's got Cowork here. I can do things like check my email. Okay. I can say check my email every morning at 6 a.m., summarize all the emails and give me a summary on one sheet of one page of all my emails. I can tell it go through my emails, anything older than 5 years old, delete. I can do anything with this. Um, Go out and every morning at 7 a.m. go out and search the Small Business Administration's website and tell me all the new businesses that have just opened, because people are getting new business licenses they need photography.
Mm.
You can do that, and it just does it. It's an agent on your desk. That's cool. GPT doesn't have that. It has something that you can code, but you got to code. You got to really know how to code. So I really, really like all of these things to do here. Gemini has the best graphics that I've found, which is why when I go to GenSpark, Trish, GenSpark is using Gemini to make my slideshows and things. That's cool. I think that's really cool.
Well, that's why I looked at GenSpark. I did a search this last week, like looking at businesses, and it threw one out that I'd never come across, a restaurant down on the Daytona on the beach side.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at it and looked really interesting because it gave reasons and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, I've got to add that one to the list. And I thought, why hasn't none of the others that I've thrown this through had thrown this one restaurant back at me? So I'm like, okay, I like that. I can go with that. And it just the output I was getting, it read better. I don't know how to describe it other than that.
Well, they keep upgrading it all the time. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very good. All the other little add-ons like Manus and uh, the one that we were talking about 2 months ago. I can't remember the name of it. They're all good, but they're all so niched out, and Claude is becoming so big and so amazing. Claude uses a different image maker. Yeah, I believe it uses um, Dolly,
Mhm.
but it's really, really getting good as well. You can do some amazing things. So, but I ran out of tokens yesterday, so I had to go and buy Claude. I ran out of tokens as we were doing the last little bit of the thing I wanted to create. So,
Mm.
but I learned a lot. I would tell any of you, if you have an afternoon and you think, well, this could be fun, go into Claude and say, hey, I want to build something, and then just come up with an idea. Claude will lead you through the building of it, and you can start to see, like I want to build an input on my website that I can drop a picture in and get a Claude review of it. You can build that. You can build that really fast. Yeah. The problem that I've found, the problem is anytime I want to share, I have to start getting third-party goodies like some sort of email thing that'll send the email or, whatever. But you can have the item go populate a Google spreadsheet. That's what I'm working on next. Put this on your website. Here's the web form. When they send it, it populates your Google spreadsheet. That's a no-brainer for it.
Mm.
So, all right. So this is kind of a final. Let's get it all tuned. We will have a meeting in a month, and we'll have a meeting a month after that. But just like I promised at the end of this thing, at the beginning of it, this is on you. So in a month, if you're going to come to that meeting, you have to do what I asked you to do. And that's send 3 emails a day, talk to 6 people over the phone or what have you, and create 6 new portfolio pieces ready to share on your website, on your thing.
So,
Because
Dawn, do you think you're sharing your screen?
I do think I'm sharing my screen.
Here now.
I'm not sharing my screen. I'm sharing some weird thing from Claude. There we go. Yeah. Create 6 new portfolio pieces and be ready to share them. Just that's what we need to do. Everything that we've done has led up to this. And at this point, it really is on you. If you can't do this, it's not going to work. None of this really matters if you're not doing this. So my question today is, what help do you need to get this done? You've got your how to find clients, you've got the Google method, you got the perplexity method. Trish, you were using Claude to do it?
I haven't tried Claude yet. That's what I'm saying. I haven't touched Claude at all.
Oh, okay. You were using
I had
GPT?
I had done something. I was having them look at the social media because the websites weren't so great with emails. And that's when it was GenSpark threw back to me an interesting one.
Yep. And remember, when you're in GenSpark, you have all the different modals on the left. I
Hmm.
mean, on the drop down.
Yeah.
So you can go in and pick Claude and do it. And as I've encouraged you all, if when you're doing this, you not have a nice little, thick paragraph uh, prompt that you're proud of, try it in all four and see what you get. You might be surprised what you get. They're going to be a little bit different, going to be some of the same, but that difference might fit you better than the other way. So.
Hmm.
So what kind of support things can I do, can I build, can I help you with to help you do this? This is your time, Monday through Friday, three a day, and you're at 60. If you do this next month when we come back, you're going to probably have at least be working on a proposal for a client. I almost guarantee it.
So excuse me. So I would say I'm behind, right? I have not kept up in building some of these things for a couple of reasons. The big one is most of my focus has been on my wife's office right now and the transition she's making through retirement and changing over her business. So I put my time and effort into that, which is all good. But for me, you've done a fantastic job in getting us to the point where you wanted us to be able to go out and find these clients and do this kind of thing. I think the biggest things I've got in front of me right now that I'm trying to still noodle through. One of them is because of this change on the website with Divi 5 that's come out, is knowing which plugins, when I get prompted for an update, which ones I should take, which ones I should avoid.
Oh, wait, whoa. You moved it to what, to 5?
Have not moved it to 5.
Don't.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh,
But
okay.
there are some updates like Divi Booster, right? It wants me to go to like a version 5X, which I don't want to do. But then for something like the Lightbox and the gallery, it wants to do an update to another version 2.6,
Yes,
whatever.
you have to always update your plugins. Always.
Yeah, so it's knowing which of those versions are the ones compatible with version 4
They're all
and which
if
other
it's
version.
there, it's compatible for 4. If it's
Okay.
only compatible for 5, you won't even see that update. It'll only be showing up on the 5.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Okay.
And you definitely want to update uh, what was it, Divi Booster? Because
Yeah.
yeah, they notified us. You have to have 5.1.1. There's a after WordPress updated Monday, we all got
Hmm.
an update on WordPress Monday.
Right.
That created a problem with Divi Booster, a little bit of a backdoor to your website. So they fixed it. So they got to update 5.1.1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when I saw the Divi Booster version 5, I didn't know if that was for Divi 5.
No, no, they
Okay.
are
Okay.
standalones. Yes,
So as long as I'm on 4, I can just take the updates because I'm not going to see anything for Divi 5.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
That helps. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
The other piece that I'm struggling with because number one, I haven't focused on it much and I haven't really needed to yet, but I'm kind of needing to, I guess, in the future, is pricing, right? Is really kind of understanding my market and how to price this correctly where I am. That's something that I've always struggled with, but now that I'm trying to look at this in a more, trying to be a little more diligent about it, just trying to figure out those pieces. So when I can send out all these emails, I can go tell people that I'm ready to go do some of these things. I'm still trying to figure out the right price point for what I want to do, and how to position that. So, I don't think I want to do it by the hour, do it by the job. I'm not sure how to get those numbers correct for what kind of things might be coming at me. That's the piece. That's where I'm at.
That's always a problem. Always a problem
Well, that's good.
until today.
Ooh,
Oh,
did you push a button?
I spent all
He
day on
seems
this
to
thing
have pushed a
yesterday.
lot of
I
seems to
spent
have
all this is
pushed a bunch of buttons lately.
man, it just this one was something. All right, let's calculate your rate, shall you? Shall we?
By the way, everybody else, this was not a setup. This is a legit question I've got. I didn't know this was coming. So,
ew,
I mean,
oh
it was
yeah,
kind of like you just kind of hit the nail on the head. It's like Don is like, oh hey, let me segue into the next.
Don, if
So-
you ever need a straight man, I'm your guy.
So we're
Hey,
going to say for you,
stand by
small
because I
market.
might need you too.
Yeah,
Let's say
small
small
market.
market, right, Michael?
Yeah, I consider this a small market. Yes.
And product
Mm.
still life, food, beverage, commercial advertising, portrait, headshot.
This is pick one. I would say let's
Uh-huh.
start with product still life. Dude, I got to get one of these.
You're just starting under 2 years of commercial work. Or-
Yeah, that's fair. Sure.
Okay. Or do you want to go 2.5?
I was thinking 2 to 5 for what
Alright.
for this commercial work. But, okay.
You are full-time home or full-time side hustle?
Let's call it full-time home. Sure.
Okay.
Just because I can.
Your hard monthly costs as a full-time home photographer. This is where the studio guys fall apart. Your full-time cost to run your studio out of your house is what? $50 a month? 100? I mean,
It's honestly, it's not costing me anything.
well,
I'm in my gear is paid for. I'm in a home studio. There's
But-
no separate utilities I have down here of consequence. It's a net zero for me.
once you transition to start making money, you can deduct your cell phone, you can
Yeah.
deduct your office,
Yeah.
kinds of things. So let's
Yeah.
say, for grin's sake, let's say $100.
Yeah, you throw 100 in there. Yeah.
All right. This is what you want to earn annually.
In a year, I think if I was doing, if I hit this, if I paid attention to it as a side hustle type thing, I could probably do 40 a year. And I'm retired, so that's,
Mhm.
I can throw that on top of things. So
Yep,
sure,
we
let's do,
throw that in as a goal.
yeah, sure.
This is a little confusing. This is your base. So
Right.
it's your minimum. This will be added into every job you do. So it'll come back with like a per image price plus this. So I want to rewrite this and say this is what goes on the bottom of every bill on the top. Remember, I always talk about you have a base price and then shots on top of it. So if it's 10 shots, it's $100 your base, $100 plus $50 a piece for the shots. You can
So
leave it zero if you want, or you can take it off at the end if you don't want.
is this what it takes for me to show up?
Yes. No. This would
That's
be
what I was gonna say. Is this the price floor?
no. This is what you charge at the top of every invoice.
Okay.
So the absolute minimum before you even shoot. So for me, it's $150. To give you an idea.
Yeah. So, right. So that's, yeah, we're saying the same thing, just using different
Yeah.
words for it.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me, that's the cost of entry, right? If I'm going to
Right.
show up and do a show for you, it's going to cost you at least 150 for me to show up.
150 plus whatever I do for you.
Correct.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What's the average of a value of a job you're booking right now? Any idea?
I'm not booking anything right now. That's my problem.
Well, if you
No,
were
so the
if you were
ones
to
that
go
I've
out and
done-
get a first job, I would
Yeah.
imagine somewhere around 400, $500 would probably be the first type of job you get.
The ones that I've done recently, let me see. I go back to the last 3 jobs that I did this year. They probably averaged out. Yeah, and it's probably because you and I have talked about this before. Um, they probably averaged out about 400.
About 400.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then rights. Number one is I don't charge for rights. Number two, sometimes or unsure. Number C is big city clients only. And I have a licensing structure that applies consistently to all. I'm kind of like,
Sometimes,
I'm a C guy to tell you, but
yeah, I have licensed my photos out for multiple years of publications. I mean, I retain my copyrights, but I've had some people license images for publications in their paperwork.
Mhm.
So I guess that's a B model, I
B,
guess.
yep.
Yeah.
And what happens when a client pushes back on your price? Do you just usually drop it? Sometimes hold, usually hold, or always hold?
Sometimes I'm willing to negotiate,
Okay,
but I'm not going to walk away from it.
right. This is what changed. It is now going out to Claude and running So as things change on the internet, this changes as well.
So the other piece of this too
Now
would
that
be
is cool.
this is just running
Mhm.
numbers for the product still life portion of this. And there are other categories to look at as well, which would be different price structures.
Yep. Yep.
But okay. So I'm sorry, keep going.
That's pretty good here. Okay, so I guess it hardwired in my 350. I have to check that. So it comes down to per shoot fee. The bottom of per shot would be 25 to 40. The per shot fee standard is 50 to 75. Your shot fee premium is 125. Half day rate 850. Full day rate 1500. And down here you've got your rates are small business. It's baked in. Rates are baked in. Buyout offer is 875. If they want to buy out, you add that.
Buyout meaning
They
they take all the
unlimited
images.
use, not
Yeah, okay.
copyright, just
Use.
unlimited use. Right.
Sure. Okay.
You do that.
Yeah.
200 to 500 for mid-marketing license and negotiated for them 35% for a rush fee, location fee 150 to 350, post-production 15 to 35 per image. Your goal is 18,400, and that's a pretty good deal. Now, look, you just click right here, you copy it, and you've got all that information. You can put it in a Word file, whatever, but you can hold
So
on to it.
come back up there a second.
Uh,
So I know you've got a couple centuries in doing this, but
Feels like that.
but come back up to where the rates were broken out again a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay, so in here. So to me, this is kind of scary good because the images that I have licensed, this mid-market licensing piece,
Uh-huh.
that went to the West Virginia Cancer Research Institute, where I licensed probably 10 images to them for their publications. They do an annual report, and they wanted to use images of the state for their annual report. And that's exactly what I charged them. So I'm in there, right? I mean, that's, yeah. Um,
Good.
yeah, yeah. The buyout piece, that's close to what I gave them if they just wanted to take over the images and
Right.
own those on their own. It's close to that. I
And
think
you
I was a
have
little
to
high.
be very clear with clients because so many people, unfortunately, too many photographers feel buyout means copyright. No, no,
Sure.
no.
Yeah,
Buyout is usage.
agree.
You don't own my pictures ever. I'll walk
The-
away from a job before I'll do that.
So what's this 18.4 number?
That's your estimated annual revenue. That's
My target was 40 a year.
right. So they're saying over 135 realistic annual bookings, you're hemorrhaging $18,400
Oh, I
is
see.
what you're
Okay.
leaving behind.
So doing the work the way we outlined it above with those rates, that's where I would be. So I need to increase the book.
You'd be at
back
your, I think you said 40, right?
right,
30.
right.
40 or 30.
40 was the number we put in.
Okay, 40 is the number. Yeah, it's saying that you're losing this much
Yeah.
money charging what you're charging, current charge.
Yeah, I believe that's okay.
Then we put
Uh,
sorry, down here. I put this in. Let's spec a job. Let's do, you did that. You're doing that that knife guy, right? Let's
Yeah.
pretend he's got 10 shots of custom knives.
He's got another one coming up for me. Yeah, sure.
10 shots of custom knives.
I'd do an event for him too.
Be 2 knives. Five different. What are you going to shoot them on Plexi?
No, I'll shoot with I'll use the gray background.
You're going to shoot them on gray?
I'm going to shoot him on gray, then I'll do some post work like I did the last set. Yeah. He wants the same effect as I did the last set.
So that's Photoshop, right?
Might be a wood deck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shot paper
AI,
background, um, three lights. Yeah, AI background. Sure. Yeah, that works. Uh,
Photoshop,
yeah, I'll drop in textures.
add textures, and resize images to 4 different sizes. So Claude is now going to go out and look for something similar to this and give us something back.
So while I was doing the numbers, I have to do a full day event for him in June, and I'm doing I think 1250 for the day. It's a pretty lightweight event, but
Yep. So here's your base photography fee is 250. Product photography is 350. Digital background creations 150. Texture enhancements 100. Image resizing is 120. Usage rights are 0. $970 for 10 shots on the table. That sounds good to me. That doesn't sound bad.
the learning for me here is adding textures as a separate fee, resizing as a separate fee.
Mhm.
That's a learning for me because to me that would have been part of the delivery, not
Well, you
anything
can,
to add.
this is a line item. I believe in line items.
Oh,
Line
sure.
items are how you can get the bid down without saying, okay, I'll lower my fee.
Hmm.
You can
No, no,
say,
I'm with you. Yeah.
do we really need the textures? The guys really need the textures? Well, not, maybe there's another way I can do it. Let me see. Yeah, okay, we can take $100 off for that. You still do the textures because you want the shots to look good. But it's a
Sure.
way of negotiating without touching your shoot fee.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
And I
this,
wouldn't.
which is
So
this
those
350
numbers.
right here.
So that all makes sense to me, but it's knowing like what kind of number to apply to those, right? This is awesome. If I had access to a tool like this on a regular basis, I could pop in that description and let it spit it out.
You have access to it. I built it. It's mine. Here you go.
Where's
I'm gonna
that?
put it in the chat for you guys.
Um,
Don, you know what you should do? You should make this into a software eventually and give PhotoQuote a run for their money because their estimates seem to be kind of trash lately.
Well,
So I'm saying this as someone who's using PhotoQuote,
I'm
so
more or less because I am kind of in a
photo
mid
quotes
to
are
medium
high.
market.
Photo quotes are always high. Do a
Exactly.
photo quote, take about 30% off because you're going to die on the pillar if you go in there with quotes that they give you.
yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah,
So
Learn
they do
that
a
lesson.
different kind of research. I'm not researching at all. I'm just sending it out through Claude. Claude's doing the research. Um,
Yeah.
so I think my research is much more realistic than they are. Photo quote, they're only interviewing photographers to find out what they charge. And every photographer lies. Well, pretty much everybody lies these days, but every photographer lies. They lie. They say they make more money than they do. So I would say, my little freebie here is going to work. Now, my next conversation with Claude when I get back from my trip is, okay, how do I set this up as a per pay? You know, pay $5, pay $3 or whatever, pop in there and do your bid, get it out.
yeah.
Then
So
I got
so
15.
in this model, are these when you look at the dollar figures there, are these numbers that Claude went out and researched the market to see what those cost,
Yes,
or was it the model
yes,
you dropped in?
yes. In fact, let's do this.
Okay. Because honestly, this is the biggest headache I have in my business in shooting is figuring out what to
It's
charge.
the biggest headache for a lot of photographers.
Oh, sure, I
It,
totally agree with
it's
that.
my biggest scare point.
I mean,
I
Yeah.
I
mean,
know,
I can write emails. I don't mind phoning people. I used to have to deal with parents on the phone, so other people don't scare me,
Well,
but it's trying to get the numbers right.
let me give you the best advice I possibly can, and that is quote what you're okay with
mhm,
and forget whether you left money on the table.
Mhm.
mhm,
That's not yours. Just it doesn't matter. Your life is moving forward. We don't care about money left on the table. I hate when people do that.
yeah,
And don't worry about being too low. If you finish the job, you go, wow, well, I did a lot of work for $350. Next time you'll know $550.
Yeah,
There's no
it's a
balance.
learning lesson.
There's
Yeah.
no,
Sure.
yeah. So let's find out what happens in a major city. Okay. It was Product Still Life, right? Yes,
Yes.
Mhm.
Product Still Life. And 2 to 5 years
2 to 5.
experience
Yep.
and part
Full-time home.
full-time home
Yep.
and a hard monthly costs. Let's say if you're in a
In a
big
bigger city.
city,
Yeah.
well, you know what? Let's just stay with a guy at home. All right, let's on home. We did 100. We'll just do that because that
Okay.
way we'll keep it the same. $100. What do you want to earn from photography? That you 40,000.
That'll pay for the Starbucks bill in New York.
And parking too, if you use the really
Mm.
far parking places.
Yeah.
What do you charge as a current minimum? I think we said what, 200?
150.
150.
150.
All right. Average value of a job, let's do the same thing, 400. And sometimes unsure. Sometimes you hold, right? Yes, you negotiate. You said you negotiated.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we come up here.
Thank you for this. This is very helpful.
Oh, this is like gold as far as I'm concerned.
Because I know what my cost of doing business is. I know where I still have expenses and those kind of things. It's how do I get to this point, right?
Yep. So let's
And-
say your
and make-
minimum shoot fee is 500.
Right.
Per shot, 35 to 50. Pre-shot, whatever. Per shot, 100 to 150 per shot. Half day rate at 1,200. Full day rate at 2,000.
Yeah.
Here's your buyouts, 1,500. So it's a lot more, right?
It's almost double. Yeah.
Yep. You got this down here. You're losing at your rate structure, you're losing 32,000 a year. So let's do that same job.
Sure.
5.
It was 10 shots, 2 knives,
10
5
shots.
shots.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
ripping a new one in the green. It's your minimum floor is insulting to every professional photographer in your market
You know what though? There's a
for
lot
the
of people
city.
that need to hear that. You know,
Hmm?
because there's a lot of people, a lot of photographers need to hear that because in a lot of places it's a race to the bottom. And
Oh,
photographers cannibalize each other by doing that. They do not support each other in a positive way.
Yeah.
This
It's like,
group
and
is-
I
but-
know we're different to consumer photography, but I see the mom-tographers, you know who they are, advertising in the local like Ormond Beach groups or whatnot, mini session for $50 and I'm gonna give you 30 images. And I'm reading it going, lady, you're not making any money.
Well,
You're barely
she doesn't
paying for
have
your
to.
gas.
You
She doesn't have to. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's got some kids. If she can bring in 200 extra bucks to go to the store, she's happy.
Yeah. Right.
Mm.
We
The
have to
impact,
ignore that because that's never going to change.
Oh yeah. I'm ignoring that because I know it's consumer rather than commercial. But it's just I think about there are other consumer photographers, but
but the problem
yeah.
is
not their
when-
clients, I guess.
when that person goes to another photographer who has a different business model, who is at a different level professionally, turns out
Mm.
different product, they go to that person with the same expectation, right?
Mm.
And that photographer needs to be able to build a case on what the difference is and where the value add is in using what they do.
Exactly.
And they don't
Mm.
typically do it, right?
Mm.
In one of the classes we had, I forget who, Laura, you might have said it. I forget who it was, or it might have been Becky, mentioned looking at an existing potential customer's work and that the photos they were using didn't reflect the quality of what it is they're actually turning out.
Yep.
Right. And I think that as a profession, what happens is a lot of people start as a mom photographer, and then they want to keep moving up and they don't really look at what the profession, how it functions, and
Because
get,
like Don said, they don't care because they don't need to excel the
well, yeah,
current level that they are.
yeah, at that point they don't.
don't need to grow. They have no desire to grow.
They don't
Right.
even think about growing. They
Right.
just think about having $200 extra on Saturday to to go out to dinner or something. So,
Mm.
all right, I think this is the same thing. 10 shots,
Uh,
custom knives, 5 shots each of 2 knives, AI generated backgrounds, overlay textures, resized to 4 different sizes.
Yeah,
Bingo.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't think that as an industry, I don't think photographers support each other well enough to help them grow and
Oh,
understand
it's
the differences in
not
levels.
not that it's not well enough. It's
Yeah.
a struggle to even be on the same page
Yeah.
most of the time. Like if I mean PPA is not an official organization, but even if they cannot get this shit under control, like there's no authority in this country, and I'm not saying that it should be, but hell, maybe it should be.
Eh,
You know, it's the law of the jungle where everybody does whatever they want, and we all end up bitching at each other because we neither one of us knows what to do, and we just kind of do things
But
by the seat of our pants, unfortunately.
yeah, I have fought against any kind of unionizing of this because that's going to do nothing to this business. You will, what are the $1 million photographers? They're not going to come down to that, and all you do is you create uh, a mishmash of things, unintended consequences. But I do think that I don't I don't have any sympathy for a photographer who screws up constantly. You can learn this stuff. I learned it. I screwed up a lot, and then I learned. I learned. I can't tell you how many times I had lunches with art directors just to pick their brain about pricing. I mean, you
yeah.
gotta, that's what to do. So this came up $700 higher, 600, 700 bucks higher.
So I did a screenshot of the previous one. So I'll read what the old one was while you guys look at what those are. If that's okay, you see what these differences are. The base fee on the old was 250. That went up 100. Product photography was 350. That went up 100.
Mhm.
Digital background creation was 150.
Mhm.
Texture
That's up
enhancement
50.
was 100.
That's up 50.
Image resizing 120. So that's the multi-format delivery. So it changed the title, but that's
Mhm.
same piece. And usage rates on the old one was 0.
Now it's 300.
Yep.
Yeah. So different market, right? That's
Mhm.
Mhm.
right.
And I'm
Yeah.
It's the old saw. It's what the market will bear, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, this is really helpful.
you're gonna pay different rates in LA than you are in New York.
Oh, sure.
And you're gonna
Sure.
pay different rates in both of those than you would in some little backwater town halfway between St. Louis and Memphis.
Yeah. The closest to me, the closest city to me, right, is Pittsburgh. When I think of larger cities, right? Pittsburgh's the closest one to me. And in general, Pittsburgh is still considered small market, right? Type business. But so that kind of makes me a micro market. but but it's but that's kind of where if I'm looking for small market kind of numbers where people would go to, they're going to go there, or they're going to go to the bucket of professionals that are down in Charleston, West Virginia.
Right.
That's where the other group is. So those are kind of the ones that I'm really pitting myself against. I
Mhm.
don't consider the guy down here at the restaurant who's taking pictures with his cell phone of these wonderful dishes he makes the competition, but he's the guy that I want to go convert,
Mm.
right? And I'm looking at what they're putting up, and their shots advertise the sauces and the sides more than it does the actual dish. And they're doing it with their cell phone. I know I can do better than what they are,
Mm.
but I'm also
Yep.
not a food photographer, but I know I can do that better.
The,
I've gotten enough confidence out of what you've taught me here that I can go do that better. But
Mhm.
the pricing is the piece it's the missing part for me, right?
it doesn't matter what you price your work if they don't think it's worth it,
Sure.
period. So that's
Yeah.
why we're always pricing to value, always trying to show them the value of what we do.
Yeah.
This morning's class in the side hustle class, they said, there's a uh, client has contacted one of the members who lives here in the valley in Surprise, Arizona, and said, "Wow, he sent out 5 emails, just like I asked him to. He sent out 5 emails. He got a return on one. We make soap. We'd like to talk to you." He goes over and looks at their Instagram, and not only are they bad iPhone or phone photos, they're really bad phone photos. I mean, they're terrible, like iPhone 3 or something, out of
Yeah.
focus, crooked on the table, like no time spent at all.
Yeah.
So we ran this rate card. It came back 875 for 5 shots. And he just about fell through his chair. He's like, "Oh, that's a lot of money."
Sure.
I said, "Yeah. So you gotta, you know, these people they're pinching pennies, maybe, or maybe they just don't know better. Maybe they're all driving Mercedes. They just don't have a clue about their photography. That can
Well,
happen."
and
So,
these numbers can look good, right? These can be higher than what, let's say if I'm charging nothing now, this is obviously so much of an improvement, right?
mhm.
But I still have to be able to do it within that and turn a profit, right? I
Yes,
still have to maintain my business and I got to
yes.
control my costs and my time, right?
And you can use that as only a suggestion and do your own bidding. You
Yeah.
can do it for 550 if it makes sense to you, but
Yeah.
you also can double that rate. The
Mhm.
more clients you get, the more up that rate would go.
Yeah.
So this is an average, just an average. Consider how many people on the low side, how many people on the high side. So that's
Yeah.
why it's
Sounds
a little
good.
bit averaged, a little bit higher, because there are thousands of people on the low side bringing that
Right.
number down. So yeah, you can do it that way. Um, I told him, I said, okay, here's what you do. You have to explain the value. You have to go out, pick up two bars of this custom soap, bring it back, do two really good shots. They're free. They're free. We're going to show you the difference. Really good shots. And when you deliver them, you give them the fee for the next 10 shots. Now, all kinds of business things that I can't help people with. If they only need 2 shots and you do 2 shots, that's a wash. But
Right.
if they need 15 shots and you do 2 shots, that's an investment.
Yeah.
Just like my Bitcoin investment. You can invest and lose. So they may say, well, thanks for the 2 pictures. We're not interested. But when you go back and the 2 pictures are infinitely better than the garbage they have on their website, they're going to see a difference. The difference is the value. The difference is what you charge. Now, he about died because it came out to 850 bucks. And I said, look, this is a suggestion. You could do it for 550. You can do it for that. And he was like, okay. And I'm like, this is all up to you. This is just a suggestion. But remember, you shouldn't be able to afford you. If you can afford you, you're not charging enough. I photographed a $150,000 motorcycle 10 years ago in the studio. $150,000. And the guy that built it was there. And I'm thinking, wow. I said, this is gorgeous. What do you drive? And he said, oh, I've got a 2008 Harley. He says, I can't afford one of these. And he couldn't. He was probably making 120,000 a year, building 4 motors. He builds a motorcycle per quarter, probably
Sure.
making 100,000, $120,000. Lives in a nice, modest house in a tract neighborhood. This is his job. He can't buy a $150,000 motorcycle and, remain married. Uh, or with a good credit score, who knows? But and yeah, that's the way it goes. You shouldn't be able to afford you. You
Yeah.
should be at that point. So,
Yeah. But this is the thing that I've had to try and figure out how to crack to do this.
well, this is
But
an intro. This is a view of real numbers being thrown around in small towns. Now, I haven't taken it to like East Coast, Central America, West Coast. I think the work would be, I think it'd be too big to do that.
yeah.
Then I would
No,
have to actually, as Laura said, that would actually have to be software. Have to get
yeah.
way deeper into it. But
I was wondering, like, if or when you get this to the form of software, if the reverse engineering of this could be useful. Well, I know it could be useful, but if it could be done, as in you want to make profit, as in your salary, right?
Mhm.
XYZ per year, right? Let's say, I don't know, 80,000, 100,000. Then you need to have, give or take, 350,000 in sales. Like reverse engineer that, kind of a little bit of a financial tool calculator, not only a rate card, but that would be kind of more of a business financial tool calculator, which kind of would give you the, like, the bigger picture of how many of these sessions would you need to book at what price point. uh Kind of from there down, and legitimately this is a kind of a bigger conversation if this could be made into a software.
Yeah,
But I think this, something like this would be pretty amazing, that if it's made especially for commercial photographers, they could it could be really successful, because a lot of people struggle with these numbers at business level,
Well, here's
at financial level of, like, okay, I need to make this much money myself to pay myself a salary to subsist on this thing, not only to have it as a side hobby. And then how do I break it down? How many sessions of this kind? How many sessions of the other kind? How much can I charge per hour? And they could kind of exist in both situation, the rate card and the, like, the business forecasting, so to speak. I don't
yeah.
know. This is just a thought.
It's not a reverse engineering of it, right? It's a forecasting model. It's a different model.
Forecasting, exactly.
Yeah, it's just a different model. I mean, if I want to make $100,000 a year and I shoot food photography in this market, how many of those jobs do I need to have on averaging out this money to get where I want to be?
Yep.
So it's a business forecasting model, right?
Yeah.
This helps me. This helps you figure out how to price a job.
it also
Right.
figures out your target.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can look and go, you know what? I'm never going to get there if I'm shooting, food trucks for $50. That's just not going to make any money.
Yeah.
So I think it gives you permission to feel good about a little higher price than you may not have felt good about.
I,
I mean, if
the other
it
thing
does
is,
nothing else than that.
the other thing this does for me for product photography in particular, right? Because you can send me what you want me to shoot in a lot of cases. So I can charge you if I'm getting something from somebody in New York, I can charge you a New York rate and shoot it in West Virginia,
Sure you can.
right? So this helps me understand what that rate would be, right? So that I don't leave so much on the table, right?
Exactly.
So it does this. So depending on what the shoot actually is, then this helps you kind of figure that piece out as well. So I can go after different markets and have a reasonable idea of what to charge and not sound like a moron when I'm talking to these guys,
Not look
That's
like
a
a
very good point. Yeah.
backwater hick,
like the one that I am. Yeah.
Well, I, I
You ought
wasn't
to hear me on the
actually
weekends.
I wasn't actually pointing that at you, Michael, but in a way. Anyway, yeah, West Virginia,
Yeah.
Blue Ridge
Oh, dude,
Mountain.
you can hear it in my accent.
Love that song. Love that
Just
song.
so long as you don't have the half lift on your truck, you're fine.
Yeah. Truck nuts, but no lift.
So, so the question I have now for Claude is, how do I monetize it? I mean, Claude will come back
Yeah.
and say, "Well, put it on this platform, and I'll have to do this, and this, and sign up for Stripe, which I have an account, and then it'll be like, okay, so we would give them 5 uses for $1, or five
Yeah.
uses for $5, whatever. It comes,
Mhm.
Like 5 runs, 5.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
do 5 different things. You could do all 4 of those and a couple of different things. We'll just have to see how that works. And then Claude will give me an idea, and I haven't done this yet, but Claude will give me an idea what the value is. It might say, hey, Don, you're crazy at $5. Do it for $25. Or it might say, at $5, it's a little high because it's basically a prompt. People could learn the prompt. My thing is, yeah, people could learn how to do this with a prompt, but they won't. 9 out of 10 of them won't learn how to do it as a prompt. I could give it away as a prompt too. I could sell a prompt. Here's a prompt to find your your rate card, right? I could do that
Mhm.
as a prompt.
Mhm.
Um, but there are people who go, yeah, I'd rather have this. So
Yeah,
I'll
because
keep
it's a
you apprised.
finished packaged product. So
I'll
ready to
keep you
go.
apprised of what this does. So let's go to the other one that I built. Uh, which is the projects maker. This is the one I went round and round on yesterday.
That's when you sent me the link to, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So get my assignment. You're an intermediate and product here. And
Before we get
online.
a little bit too deep into this, I noticed there's a God, I can't even say the word. There's a typo in calculator. The first L is missing in that. It says calculator.
Oh.
So I don't know.
I'll have to open it up. I have to open this in Dreamweaver. And Dreamweaver hasn't been updated in like 4 years.
At least.
So
No, it's
at
I think
least it
it's
is.
just the link for the other one. There's a misspell in the link.
So the first time I open it in Dreamweaver, the code wall comes up blank. So I have to then put it away and open it up a second time, and then the code wall comes in. And then, oh, it's been a while.
We might
So
still have a Macromedia CD sitting around here.
I'm not going to go back that far. So this is email this brief to me. Is this an old one? Email this brief to me.
We derailed you while you were going through this, so it's probably our fault.
I thought we did something else.
Always my fault.
No, never
Um,
take the blame. You
I
have to
always take
learn
the
that.
blame because I
You
have
you
this.
almost had siblings. I was an only child. You learn never accept blame. Blame it on the dog, if anything.
Well, I'm blaming it on my neurodivergence because I have the unfortunate thing of talking over or interrupting, and it's something that I really struggle to work on.
This is an old one. Did it right over my new one has a big button here. It says click here and copy your assignment. In fact, I did copy the assignment. It's sitting right over
What
here on my desk.
the one hang on, let me go on the one you sent me, see what it does.
Did you start with the new one or did you start with the old one? Was there a difference from your starting point?
No. It's just writing over. So let me go down in here and get
Okay, you said intermediate and product and one light and under 25 and 2 weeks. Okay, it's crafting a fictional client. Hang on. And we wait.
Is there a link for this one too?
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
This is interesting.
Hang on, it's running. Yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, it's taken a hot minute for this one.
This is okay. All right, I got the fountain pen hero shot.
I
Hang
got
on.
the coffee roaster package
Mine,
design.
this one wants email as well, Dawn.
It does.
Yes. The link you sent me yesterday wants email.
All right. Let's see if this.
In mine, I got the coffee roaster package design, and it does say copy this prompt. It's on black. And then at the very end, it says email the critique prompt to.
Wait a minute, hang on, let me go back.
Okay, I'm seeing if I've got this right here. Maybe no, it says this is the date is right for the save, but okay.
Yeah, this one has emailed the brief to me.
No, that does not work. That does not work. It will not email you the brief. All right, so back to Claude. Anyway, no, the last time I ran it, it was this was changed to copy and paste. So something has happened. I uploaded fixed the wrong one or what have you, but bummer.
Well, if you need beta tester, let me know.
I will indeed. I will
Yeah.
indeed.
I'm always beta testing stuff, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Can
if you need eyes on any of this, I'm always available too.
I appreciate it.
Mm,
I'm happy to give back for anything.
yeah,
All right, well, we'll get that going.
agreed.
All right, so what else, guys?
I don't want to do it now, but after you come back from your trip, I was trying to set up just my two landing pages for Best Food Photographer Daytona and Best Product Photographer Daytona,
Uh-huh.
and I've got a couple of hitches with those.
Okay.
So if
What are
I could
you,
discuss it with you when you get back from your trip.
sure, what are you using?
Well, it's the Divi. I've got HostGator.
Okay.
I got the product one up yesterday. The only problem is it's showing two home pages. One is the home page that I created and the other is something else. So I don't know how to get rid of it. I've gone through everything, can't figure it out. The other one is I went in to do the food photographer one last night, and with HostGator, it comes up with the website and then edit website. It doesn't have Divi on it.
No, you have to create you created you got a new URL for a new website. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
my original Trish Davy, but I bought the other two about a year ago. I just hadn't done anything with them.
Okay, so what you have to do is it's got you're in a you're in a website. You've got to get to the WordPress here.
Uh-huh.
You go over to Appearance, Themes.
Okay. Hang on. Appearance. Because I was sitting there messing with it yesterday. And I couldn't figure it out. Theme. Yep.
Themes, and then you have to up here add theme, and you have to add your Divi theme in.
Okay.
Upload theme, add your Divi. So go to Divi and download a new Divi zip file. Click here and drag your zip file over here,
Okay.
or just choose it. I guess I don't. Maybe not drag it.
You're
Drop it.
fine.
Right.
Once I get in there, I'll figure that out. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great.
So
That
you
helps
have
with
to
that
put
one.
the Divi theme in because it doesn't
Okay.
come with it. And the
All
other
right.
problem you're having is in settings, reading. You have to tell it which home page is your home page here. Reading settings under
Reading.
settings. Right. You can assign any page in your website a home page. So you have to set it here as a home page.
Set. Oh, okay. Set homepage wanted. Okay. I knew there was something in it. The brain couldn't go back, and I didn't have time to go find my old notebooks with all this stuff.
I know
The
that.
other question I have when I'm doing these just landing page where it's just one static page,
Mhm.
I put a button on it that says for more information and it throws you to my main website.
Mhm.
But do you also put the kind of completion form like for more information with name, email, and message
Sure.
as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so then my other question, this is on my main website. You said about like putting price, like most projects start from X number sort of thing.
Mhm.
Where do I put that on the web? Like, you know what my web page
It'd be
looks like.
down
Where would,
at the
hmm?
bottom. At the
At the
bottom.
bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's easy enough. I've just got to stick on my socials as well, but that's easy enough to do. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
all for me.
and you know where that is in Divi, right? It's on the Divi page, right? The home page for Divi in your
Yeah.
settings. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see them all down and you just fill out the things and they appear.
Yeah. That's
All
all
right,
the
kids.
questions I had.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the course. We still have another meeting. please do this so that we can have another meeting. Please do what I asked you because it'll be an exciting meeting if you do what I ask you to do. It'll be
Yeah.
a really good meeting. Trust
Will
me.
do.
So
Now,
April 14th. Wait, no, that's Saturday, right? Like not
no,
actually the 14th.
April the 14th is a Tuesday. That's why I was going to ask the question.
No, it'll be on a Saturday. Just
Yeah, I figured that. So one, two.
I'll put
So
it
that'd
on
be
I'll put it on the page.
okay.
Put it on the page.
Let's do the 18th because tax and things.
Okay.
Yeah. The weekend before
My
tax and
advice is
things.
don't wait till the 18th to do your taxes.
I usually wait till the 14th at 23:15. I'm kidding, but that's about the rule with me. It's the very last second. At least I'm organized. All I have to do is just put it in the software. Dude,
Well, see, since I'm going to be up in Utah in the evening by myself, my wife is going to hang out with my daughter in Vegas for the 5 days I'm gone or up there. I'll just be doing my taxes one night. I'll just sit there and do the taxes. So
I photographed, or I attempted to photograph an Airbnb with a friend of mine doing video and drone, and I was doing the photography yesterday. Sorry for my dogs. They were not ready by any means to photograph the interiors. Anyway, different conversation. I'm having AI make up a shot list for, like a checklist for them to figure out how to stage their thing. In any case, when we left, the guy was just extremely apologetic, and aside from like, oh yeah, we'll pay for you guys to come back and I'm like, yeah, you are. I didn't say that out loud, but he also offered, like if you want to come back and spend a weekend at the Airbnb. Like, hell yeah. It's on the water. It's like just all greenery, and I mean, the place was amazing. So, yeah, going off for like a few days. I was even saying to my friend when we were driving back yesterday, that is a very good idea to just go away on one weekend, just get caught up on things because you're seeing like it's just a different environment from what you're used to. Like you're not stuck thinking the same thoughts in the same spaces all over again. So,
my wife and I,
I take the guy up on that.
once the house is built, we've already planned every quarter we're going to go somewhere for 3 or 4 days and just hang out and read.
There you go.
Yeah,
You
There
know,
that
you go.
works.
just gonna maybe go down to Tucson and do that, or maybe go to Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree is fun. It's great to go hiking, but you can't go hiking all day. You know, just go over there. No computers, no computers, books, the whole bit, and maybe an hour of checking Facebook in the evening. Just get back to just off
Kind
grid.
of reset your brain, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come over
Right,
here and I'll
kids.
put you in front of some of the best waterfalls you ever saw.
Yeah, I just found out. I just saw a
Don't threaten
loop.
me with a good time.
There's a loop I can go on in Utah. It takes a full 2 days to do it, but there's a loop through the mountains in Utah, and they said 50 waterfalls. I
Beautiful.
don't think I've seen 50 waterfalls in my entire life if I put them all together.
Come on. Got to do it.
Oh yeah, the one we found in Colorado up above Pagosa Springs was 140 feet tall,
hmm
and it was gushing. I mean, the water was coming, out from it. It
Sure.
was so
Wow.
loud and so cool. And there was no way to get a picture of the waterfall because there was these giant boulders, and you either had to go into the creek or, figure out how to climb a boulder, which I wasn't really thrilled to do. But I got it coming out of the top, and that's all I can do.
It'll change your day. Yep.
Yeah, just incredible. All right, guys, make sure that you have all your ducks in a row when you go out there and do it. Any questions you have, the Facebook group stays, and I will be posting all kinds of stuff to the Facebook page in the next coming weeks. I'll be posting prompts, I'll be posting ideas, I'll be posting projects, all kinds of stuff. So watch for that, and
Cool.
I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Thanks
Okay.
for
Have
this.
a good
Have a great
trip.
trip.
Very much.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Well,